So let's talk about purpose. In Matthew 5, Jesus says, "You are the salt of the earth and you are the light of the world." The salt of the earth, we have to look back to what that meant to his listeners then. They didn't have refrigerators, so salt was used to preserve things from rotting. It was used to salt things like we do, to season them. And of course, salt also makes you thirsty. So as a believer, when we see the world around us rotting, it's our job to preserve it by being light, by showing them the way that God wants them to live. They should see our lives, and we should be so different that it makes them thirst for what we have. In that same message, Jesus also gives us a warning. He says, if salt loses its saltiness, what is it good for? It's good for nothing. It's just thrown out. So how does salt lose its saltiness? We as Christians lose our saltiness, our flavor, when the things that we're supposed to be affecting and changing end up affecting and changing us. We then don't look any different, but we become just like the world. Light's purpose is clear. Light drives out darkness. Darkness cannot exist in the presence of light. This is where Christians face opposition, because when the dark is confronted by the light, the dark has two choices. It can either submit to the light and come out in the light and be healed, or it can run and it can attack. And unfortunately, it usually chooses to attack, which causes Christians to dim their light or not let it shine at all because they worry about being liked rather than worry about honoring and pleasing God. But Jesus gives us encouragement about this temptation to dim our light and to not be salt. In the verse prior, he says, "Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven." Now we're left with a choice. We can not be salt, hide our light, and receive the reward in this life of people liking us, or we can keep on pressing forward, keep on shining and being that salt, and receive a reward waiting for us in heaven. For the gospel,